Away from that, a 35-year-old man has been arrested after attempting to commit suicide in Parliament. He was restrained after trying to hang himself in the public gallery. The man has been identified as Kojo Mensah from Kwesi-Mintim. He sat at the public gallery with a rope wearing the T-shirt of Kwesi-Mintim MP Joe Mensah. As sitting adjourned, he shouted he wants to jump off the gallery to the main floor and was restrained by the security persons. Commander of the Parliament Police Superintendent Freeman Tete, who spoke to Joy News, said a criminal investigation has begun into his conduct.
To speak with you, Mr. President.
Actually, he came in as a normal visitor to Parliament to witness proceedings in the chamber, and then unfortunately he decided to jump down. So these are things that is the initial briefing that I had. So I believe more will be established by the police as the investigation continues or goes on. Is the first thing we have to do, just to get other information. So immediately somebody is arrested, you have to quickly conduct a search on the person. So these are procedures that no police officer is supposed to fail at all. A search is conducted, and when we are searching, we look for other things, not what he's carrying presently, because he was carrying just not even a rope, something that he used to tie the body. So those things are not implemented, they are not weapons. We look out for weapons. So once he's not having a weapon, I don't think we can suspect anything at all. And don't forget that he attempted to jump down. So those things, we don't know the mind of the person.
So where is he at the moment? What exactly is happening?
We are taking him to the Ministry Police Station for them to start investigation into the problem.
Will this change security arrangements in here and how?
Well, we continue to review our security. It's part of our operation, so whether it will change it drastically or not, because if we're not doing the right thing, I don't think we would have been able to get him arrested or prevent him from jumping from the top to the down.
Freeman Tete there, who says that they are investigating the gentleman's action at the moment. Mind you, suicide is a jailable offence. Let's go on the line now and speak to parliamentary correspondent Joseph Opoku Gakpo. Joseph, so first of all, I'm curious to find out how it happened. At what point was he found? I'm looking at the public gallery, the video you sent, and I'm seeing nobody seated there. At the time the people ran to him must have been the moment he is ready to jump off. Give us a mental picture of how it all happened.
So, session had adjourned. The speaker, Joseph Osewu, who presided, had actually walked out of the chamber. And soon after that, then we heard the loud noise, him shouting and making the noise that he would want to jump off. And then some of the security folks tried talking to him, and then a second one rushed for him. And then we saw the situation of some of the security folks picking up the rope that he was holding, and then him being restrained amidst, shouting by him, indicating that he wants to see the speaker, he wants to see his MP, until he was eventually taken out of the chamber. And so this is just about, 30 seconds to a minute after sitting had actually come to a close, and the speaker had walked out of the chamber. It looks like he was probably waiting for them in order to do what he wanted to, as in the House adjourning, before then he would go ahead and carry out what he wanted to carry out.
Interesting development there. But Joseph, what do we know about this man? Do we have any information at all?
A number of things the police tell us. Freeman Tete, the superintendent, who is the head of the police division here, tells us that when they questioned him, he mentioned his name as Kojo Mensah, and that he's 35 years, he's from Kwesi-Mintim. His purpose there, he claims, was to see his members of parliament, his member of parliament, that's Joe Mensah. And if you've seen the video, he was in a T-shirt, which actually had him on. He's an NDP MP, a campaign T-shirt of his is actually what he was wearing. We asked the police about whether he explained his exact intention and purpose for showing up, but the police indicate that here in Parliament, the police unit is supposed to be a protective unit, and that the ministry's police station that can give those additional details. But we've been asking around, and some of the information we're gathering, which continues to remain claims and rumors, but not being confirmed by the police, is that he said he had a dislocated shoulder. He's had it for a while. He showed up on several occasions to meet his MP and to show it to him and to draw his attention and to seek for some help from the MP, which he hadn't gotten. And this was another attempt on his part to see his member of parliament in order to get some money. We understand he claims to go deal with the dislocated shoulder that he has. And the frustration as a result of not getting that is how come he acted the way he did. And as he was being taken out of the chamber to the police station, he kept shouting and demanding that he needs to see his MP. At a point in time, he was shouting, demanding that he needed to see the president, Akufo-Addo himself, in order to put his complaint to the president and make the demands that he says he wants to make.
His MP, has he responded? Have we heard anything from him?
I've not spotted him, and I've been trying to reach him, but I've been unable to reach him since the incident broke.
What kind of reactions have come up from Parliament following this incident?
For a lot of the MPs, and I'll tell you this, they were virtually asking that the media doesn't put this out because they think it's more like an embarrassment to them as MPs, to the extent that someone is complaining that he needs medical help and it's gotten to this state that he's not gotten the help, and it's more like putting up a form of a protest. But others are virtually condemning it. I've been speaking to Collins Owusu-Amankwa, who is the MP for Menchia North, who thinks that it's completely out of place and that it's an embarrassment to the country, as he describes it, and more like an embarrassment to Parliament as a whole and Parliament as an institution. And it's raising a lot of questions because there are questions about how come robe that we see, he managed to get that into the chamber, and questions about what the folks, the security folks were doing to the extent that they allowed someone to bring in something like this. Again, there's a strong caution that has repeatedly come up, and I'm told it's more like a convention of assault, and it's very categorical that the rules here doesn't allow people to walk into the Chamber of Parliament with paraphernalia indicating that of various political parties.
But he does look like he's wearing a shirt on top of it. It's possible that he was wearing the shirt beneath what he has already.
Which is probably how come he was able to be the security guy. But the MP still think he raises questions about security and the sort of screening that happens in terms of the people who eventually come to Parliament. But Freeman Tete, the Superintendent, explained that getting into the public gallery is something that is allowed for all sort of individuals. Anyone on the street is allowed to show up in Parliament and demand that you want to get access to the public gallery to come observe proceedings. So the MPs, or better still, there's nothing that the security could have done in terms of stopping him from entering the chamber if he's around and say he is coming to see his member of Parliament.
Two quick things before you go, Gakpo. Do we have an idea, the charges being leveled against him at this point? What is he going to be charged for?
For now, the police say they are not there yet. They are now commencing investigations. I'm still in Parliament. I've gathered a while ago that the scene where the incident happened, and if you have an idea how the parliamentary chamber looks like, there is the lower level where the MPs and the speaker and everyone sits, and then there is more like first floor, which has the public gallery and also the press gallery on the other side. So he managed to get in through the public gallery on the top, and the indication is that he was indicating he had actually tied what he was holding, what looks like a rope, to one of the seats, and was, attempting, and from the notice that he said, to more like jump from the very top part, so that then he probably may be hanging, even as he descends onto the lower part, which was his intention until he was restrained. And so the indication that we've gotten is that investigators from the ministry's police station, where he's been taken to, which is taking over the investigation, and those from Parliament, the House agent sitting well more than an hour ago, but they've been in here and they've been looking at the scene. The investigators have come to the scene to take notes and to take pictures and to try to get a sense of what exactly happened right from the chamber itself. And they've left, so we are waiting as they continue their investigation. But for now, no charges, and there is no indication of what to make the charge.
And so finally, will this result in increased security measures or heightened security measures at Parliament?
To make the point that for now they are not sure. He says they continue to review their security operations occasionally, but for them, this is just a case of a normal citizen coming into Parliament to watch his legislators do their job, and he decided to do what he did. But he indicates that the office of the Marshal, more like the security team here in Parliament, have actually been informed of the incident, and the necessary conversations are ongoing about security procedures and all. But for now, the situation remains same. Nothing is changing until further notice.
Joseph, thank you for that update. Joseph Opoku Gakpo is a parliamentary correspondent. He joins us all the way from Parliament, where that latest rather interesting development there. This is The Pulse with me, Gifty, and up here. I'll take a very quick break. I'll return. When I return, I'll tell you the story about Herman. Herman is an 18-year-old BEC candidate who also is living with cerebral palsy. The determination that he's shown has touched the heart of the Education Minister, Dr. Osei Duchum. We'll be having a conversation about disability, accessibility for disabled persons, especially in this country. When we return, do stay with us.